Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for choosing to spend your valuable time with me today. I hope you learn a thing or two in today's video. Now, there are some times that we communicate with people and our manner and our approach, we feel like it's trying to establish that we know something. But what we are actually trying to do is to cover insecurity. And an insecurity is a feeling of being inferior that is covered up by extra attempts to appear superior, right? So most people that say and do things to appear superior are actually dealing with a deep insecurity on their inside. And dealing with that insecurity is a totally separate issue, but it's an inner work that must be done. But to even identify whether or not you are dealing with an insecurity, let me share with you 3 tips that you want to pay attention to know that if you are doing this thing and you do it consistently, then there's something deeper that you need to pay attention to. Number 1, trying to downplay other people's experiences. Somebody is sharing something that happens with you, and instead of you to empathize with them and try and understand where they are coming from, you want to downplay it and let them know that this one is not even serious, and you share your own experience. Have you ever encountered that sort of thing before? Someone is telling you something that happened to them, and instead of you to understand, you say, that one is even small, and you proceed to share something else that happened to you that you believe is a bigger issue. That's a sign of insecurity, because you feel the need to dumb down what somebody else has felt because you feel like your own experiences are more superior. If you do that, you need to ask yourself, why do I always feel the need to share a greater experience when someone is speaking to me about their own? Why am I trying to downplay other people's valid experiences? It might be because you're trying to hide something and you're trying to keep yourself in the spotlight unconsciously, and you need to get that checked. Number 2, when you're always trying to compare yourself with others. Someone tells you something or shares an accomplishment with you, and your first reaction is to tell them why you yourself, you've done something similar or something better. Why are you doing that? Why do you feel the need to compare yourself with others? Or someone has accomplished something and your immediate reaction is to try to accomplish something greater because you don't want them to shine more than you. Everybody has their place and everyone can shine without standing in the way of the other person. So if you always feel the need to compete with someone unconsciously, every time they do something, you want to do the same thing. Every time they are trying something, you suddenly feel the need to try that thing too. Then there might be an insecurity there that you need to deal with. Don't ignore those sorts of things, because finding it difficult to let other people shine is a sign that there is something going on your inside that you need to pay attention to, and you need to deal with it before it deals with you. And then finally, being cynical and critical of other people. Someone tells you something, or someone shares something with you, or someone shares an accomplishment, and your default response is, who knows how they did it? Those people, I'm not sure that they did. I'm sure somebody assisted them. I'm sure they paid for it. I'm sure they did something wrong to get it. Always feeling the need to pour sand on somebody else's gari to just sort of dwarf and turn off somebody else's light. See, the people around you are probably irritated by that conduct already. How about you just be happy for them for once? Why must you always feel the need to insult or to find a loophole in their accomplishment? Communicating in these ways show that you need to do a deep inner work. And the earlier you begin to address those things, the better. Because if you leave them unchecked, you will get into more important scenarios and you will be pushed to do more extreme things that will only lead to regret. I hope you've learned a thing or two, and I hope you spend some time reflecting on yourself and reflecting on some of your responses to people and to situations. And I hope you're ready to commit to being a better person and to addressing some of these situations. Thank you for spending time with me, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Take care.